Welcome all. Good afternoon, morning, evening, night, wherever it is. Not been kind of on stream or anything the last couple of days. Started to pick up a little bit of a bug from my daughter, I think, by the sound of it. So, first things first, apologies if I end up coughing down the mic during the screen. It just feels a little bit like a bit of a chest infection or something along those lines. Try my best to mute it before someone gets deafened. But yeah, so last couple of days offline, took myself out outside the bubble. It's hip 33061, I think it was. Yeah, what's the... Does it tell me in this log? Where it was? Where did you find it now? It's just a session log, isn't it? In any case, it was yeah, about 1500 light years outside the bubble. Started gathering some raw materials. Just do something fun with the Corsair here. Before I get back to doing a bit more hauling. But yeah. Not sure what I've got going on. So I went ahead and got the shot cannons from the human technology broker, paired up with 3 plasma accelerators. This isn't going to be a final build by any stretch of imagination. I just had a little bit of fun testing this out last night, and I'll test it out again and show you guys. But yeah, these shot cannons are actually surprisingly effective. Pretty long range, pretty deadly, especially up close range. And if you can hit the trigger fast enough, you can get off quite a few shots. The only downside to them really is ammo capacity. As you can see there, they've got 240 shots, a 16 clip ammo size, which if it hits that, it's 0. There's a bit of pretty long reload time on them, but they do kind of reload over time anyway. And yeah, they do 14.9 units of damage every time they hit. So pretty much as quick as you can pull the trigger. You see it there, the damage per second, 148.7 damage per second. They'll strip shields and strip hull pretty quickly. The only major downside to them is look at the thermal load there, 3.1. Individually, that doesn't seem a whole lot when you compare it to a plasma cannon of 15.6, but you got to remember that a plasma cannon is a rate of fire of 0.3 a second. These have a rate of fire of 10, so you can spam these pretty hard, and before you know it, probably before you get to the end of that clip, you're going to be pushing 90, 100% heat generation. So yeah, you'd be cooking. Plasma accelerators on top of it, kind of just another packing a punch at the moment. Now, I'm going to have to do some playing around, because I'm not sure if I want 3 class 3 shot cannons. I'm going to go and get the class 2 ones today. Probably while we're on the live stream, I'm going to go and pick up the last little bit of materials I need for them. I'm going to find a technology broker and just purchase the right to actually add those to the ship. And then yeah, I think we'll do some swapping around and see which one's which, and then Yeah, I'm gonna jump back onto some hauling, and just try and get some of the commodities for my colony sorted out. So yeah, last night I was in a Hazres, just shooting up some pirates, and I'm in Shinrata at the moment, just because why not? Fortunately, I landed at a surface site not too far away from the Hazres, which seems out of everything. It just doesn't have the ability to fix the ship. You see I'm down to 46% hull. Had a bit of a jousting match with a Fer-de-Lance. So we're going to go get that fixed first off.
Your ship is released. Please leave when ready. You're clear of the port. Traffic operations out.
There's a little bit of a coughing fit then, I just needed to sort myself out. Right, so that was Ostwald Hub. I'll just head back to Jameson. Just quickly repair before. Give you a bit of a demonstration of the weapon system, and then go get the Class 2s. So yeah, it was a nice little trip out to the system where all the materials are. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there for kind of the raw material farming, the most efficient way to do it. And this system is, like I say, it's about 1,500 light years outside the bubble. It's pretty much you're going after the crystal shards, then they only spawn when you're like, the planet is more than something like 150,000 light seconds away from its primary star. So you want a ship that's got a decent jump range. The Mandalay seems to be possibly the best choice for that. Although some of the places you're going to be landing, it might struggle to try and find an actual spot, because its footprint is, it's a medium footprint ship, so either that or a Diamondback Explorer or something like that will probably get you going, but the only thing you need is an SRV. Mandalay, for whatever black magic's going on, seems to be able to fit a is it a Class 6 slot for the SRVs, which I did. thing with a Mandalay. I'd say it's got a lot of internal optional slots for such a small frame ship. Doesn't seem to make logical sense, but hey ho. Yeah, so I took one of them out there, stripped down as much as I could do, got easily around about, I think it was about a 55 light year jump range out of it. Then when you factor into neutron stars in that, wow, I was, hit a neutron star, the jump range skyrockets. I was pushing well over 220 light years in a single jump at one point, having gone through a neutron star. So it managed to make the trip in about 22 jumps or something like that. So it was only like a 10-15 minute flight out there. But along the way I decided to have a little go at doing some exploration, going down to some planets, scanning some bacteria and that sort of thing, and I was actually quite surprised at how profitable that can be. When you get about 2 or 3 million per scanned life form, you got a decent sized system with quite a few landable planets in it. You're off to the races. You've been off to the races already, so
Gudamaya, India Charlie Niner. We are happy to have you, Commander. Please note that all station services are at your disposal. Request approved. Cleared for landing on pad 08.
of course you want your ship, whichever one you take, to have a pretty decent fuel scoop, because you're going to be drinking fuel on the way out there.
Docking complete.
But once you get closer to
Good to have you with us, Commander.
that system or set of systems, there tends to be a hell of a lot of fleet carriers out there. So refueling, repairing and stuff like that don't seem to be an issue. But you have to keep an eye on, I suppose it's balanced with, do I want the option of self-destructing just to get back to the bubble, or am I going to drive it all the way back? Because, yeah, once you dock at some of those carriers, you're going to lose that ability. Right, so let's get away from the station here, and we'll go do a little bit of pirate hunting. Just show you what these cannons are capable of. I also get a little bit better aim in the plasma cannons. For me, I feel like the plasma cannons are a little bit more of like a short-range blaster sort of thing, doing a bit of jousting. Get in a little bit closer, just pop one off and watch them squeal. Right, so unless that signal source is anything decent, convoy dispersal pattern now. Right, where is... Don't even need to be a hazard, it's just... That'll do. Over there. Let's give ourselves a little SEO boost. That's another thing that the Mandalay seems to be pretty good on, is the fuel economy for the SEO drive. like say a couple of systems like well over 300,000 light seconds away to the planet I was trying to get to. Probably used no more of the SEO, no more fuel in a single SEO kind of cruise than it would do for a single jump. So that was pretty good. So yeah, fuel economy doesn't seem to be too bad. Managing the heat from the shot cannons. I mean, I don't think they're the worst weapon for heat generation I've ever used. As long as you keep an eye on it, you're gonna do pretty decent DPS anyway. And they don't. I think when I was test firing them earlier on last night, I think like a single shot from them increases the heat by about 4%, and of course I've got 3 of them mounted to the ship in the class 3, so I'm wondering whether I swap a couple of them out for class 2s, which I think do about 10 points of damage per shot. So I'm only losing 4 points of damage, but yeah, if I fit a couple of class 2s, get rid of a class 3, and then maybe fill in the rest of the shops with different sized cannons, I think we're off some races. That's pretty decent DPS to have. Right, so we'll deploy the hard points. We'll just go full engines for now until we find a customer. He looks interesting. Who's that? Got a customer?
Scan detected.
Alright, let her rip.
Sync deployed.
Where's that other one? So at least two of them. Is there, wasn't there? There he is.
Frame shift charge detected. Warning temperature. Target shields
He's gonna
offline.
jump. Nope, he's dead.
Target destroyed.
So yeah, all in all, not a bad weapon choice. If you can just manage the heat issues. Are they the most efficient weapon? No, probably not. But, and I don't think you can engineer them either.
Scan.
But they are hella fun to use.
Target shields offline.
See, shields are already gone. He's deploying a fighter.
Under attack.
And he's dead. I just feel like a bloody
Scan detected.
bird of prey or something from Star Trek or something. Just literally pew pew. You've got no chance, sir. 21 friends? I don't think so. Come here, let me be having you. I don't know if you're wanted, which you will be. Say goodnight. See, just with that, shields are down to 50%.
Under attack.
So yeah, they are hella fun to use.
Target shields.
Now shields are gone. Let's see what we've got here. Power plant. Let's be going for that. So the shotgun's really good at targeting subsystems as well. Wasn't needed in that case. He's pretty much dead. He's down to 1%. So we'll just give him good night. Maybe one more. Still in time. You get a short reprieve, sir, and then it's lights out for you. Good night. Boom. Yeah, so for some quick raids, these can be quite fun, I can imagine. Where are we at with shields? We're at 82%. We'll just put all pips into shields temporarily, just let them recharge back up to 100%, and then we'll go find someone else to kill. Yeah, so all in all, not a bad choice. Now, if I fit it with full shot cannons, I am under no illusions that I am gonna end up with essentially cooking myself. Especially see we've only got one heatsink attached to this ship. So I've got 2 more charges on that. But yeah, it's definitely a formidable weapon on a ship like this. Especially the gimbaled variant, because they... if I had to line these up manually in this ship, I'm not very good at doing stuff like that, so probably would not be as effective. But with the gimbaled variants, getting a lock on whatever I'm shooting at, and just literally stripping them back. I'm interested to go up against a Condor with one of these, with some of these attached. Now I can see that ammo count is getting a little low, but not critical low. So I reckon we got 1 or 2 more engagements in us before we'd have to go back and get some more ammunition. But that's absolutely fine by me. Right, so Jim, wanted, awesome. You, sir, are going to be my next victim. So do that. 2.5 pips to systems and weapons seems to be good enough. And with that, your shields are down to 2%. And now you're wondering, what the hell? Now your shields are off. And we're going to have some fun. Miss you with that shot. Let's drop a heat sink.
Heat sink deployed. Scan detected.
Really are an extremely effective weapon.
Target shields online.
Now, if you were doing these are probably actually pretty good to mount to something like the Clipper, where combat it's not designed for combat, but you want something that's going to pack a punch to give it some defense. So I might do that, you know, I might actually fit one of these to my Panther. Just see how it goes, because so long as you get them lined up,
Under attack.
you could do a pretty decent amount of damage.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Yeah, I know the temperature critical, and it's going to go even more critical when I fire one of these off.
Target shields offline.
Your shields are offline, mine are down to 15, but this
Scan
next,
detected.
this next run, I think I'm going to take you down.
Shields offline. Target destroyed.
There we go, and he's dead. So you see now,
Scan detected.
the ammunition on those guys is really low. I'm just going to boost our shields back up here before we do anything else. Might get one more engagement. Ooh, an Anaconda. There's no. I think a Starbird. You are definitely wanted. Awesome. Now with you, I think I'm gonna. I wish I had more ammunition, because this is not gonna be an engagement where I'm gonna be using these an awful lot. But with you, I'm gonna try to take out your power plant, I think, before. There we go. Oh, sorry. Well, not sorry, because I am planning on destroying you in a second. Right, we've got 54% shields, that's good enough for me. And you're a pretty decent target to hit with plasma accelerators, so that's good. So we'll fire off a volley of photon torpedoes and we'll spread. If we get behind you again, very vulnerable from behind as a combat. Come on, let's just get you lined up.
Under attack. Taking damage. Shields offline.
Boom. Shields are offline, but a lot of that was me ramming into it. Yeah.
Canopy integrity at 50%.
If I had only had more ammunition.
Heat sink deployed.
This might be a runaway fight, this one.
Under attack.
I just didn't have enough ammunition.
Shields online.
At least my shield's back up. Hit at least one of them plasma accelerator shots. So I'm doing okay. That one hit.
Target shields
That hit.
scan detected.
Let's just redefine the fight.
Scan detected.
Moves back here.
Scan detected.
Boom. So he's got shield as
Scan
well.
detected. Under attack. Target shields offline.
Fine again. I mean, Conda's quite easy to beat in a rate fight. Shows firepower. That hurt,
Target destroyed.
but he's dead, so who cares? Right, well that's enough of that. Just got some engines and weapons, engines and shields. But yeah, so even with low ammunition, surviving a fight with a Conda's pretty doable. So I think, yeah, if I fit some of these to the Clipper,
Engage.
they're could be quite effective just for giving a little bit of bite back to anyone who interdicts you. There is a caveat to that, in that although
Online.
these weapons come as can come as a turreted version, the turreted version only functions as a turret in multi-crew, or so I've read. Any other time it'll function as a fixed weapon, which is kind of pointless having them, because multi-crew being as broken as it is, yeah, I don't see that being effective. And of course you get less damage with a turreted version of any weapon, so but yeah, I think they're pretty effective. Now I'd like to see what the class 2s do. just go and rearm, repair, and then I'll have a look at my materials helper and see where I need to go to get. I think it's power transfer buses or something like that. I need. I need 10 of them. I did have 10 of them at one point yesterday, but I was too impatient to test out the shot cannons that I've got fitted to this ship now, rather than go at least unlock the class 2s. And of course, in Hazreses, if you have any form of valuable cargo on board, you're gonna get hatchbreaker limpets coming in. And that's exactly what happened. Ship hit me with a set of hatchbreaker limpets, and well, they all vented into space. So, yeah. Not good. I think I have any in the inventory. Yeah, power converters. I've got 2 in the inventory. Which obviously aren't that valuable on their own anymore, so no one's interested in them, but yeah. So I need to get 8 more of those. It's only a couple of grand, it's not a massive amount of capital. So we got a few more of those, and then we'll go unlock 2s, come back here. Here we go. Loot for shame because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we'll go get those fitted to the ship and have a play around with the weapon placements and see what works a little bit better. I'd love to be able to get a little bit more fire time out of them. But then again, I don't know what the clip size, the ammo count size is for the class 2s. If it's significantly less, I'm not going to get much playtime out of them. The class 3s might actually be the better shot. Definitely is a fun weapon to be playing with anyway. I'm not sure if it's going to stay on this ship forever, but I also might change them to a different... I might change them to my main trigger as well. In fact, I am going to change it to my main trigger because I can probably fire a little bit faster with my dominant hand. I think firing them in bursts of 4 or 5 rounds is effective. Certainly takes strips back shields very quickly. Maybe pairing them up with a missile launcher actually is probably a decent shout, because missile launchers tend to do decent damage once the shields are down. Got quite a lot of armor piercing.
Access granted. Please head directly for Bay 05.
I've gone past it.
Caution, deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking successful. Engaging docking restraints. Station services are at your disposal.
Let me have a look where I need to go. Where's the program that I need? Odyssey material helper, there we go. if any of you haven't got the Odyssey Materials Helper yet, I do recommend it. It comes in handy. I pretty much use it every day, to be quite honest with you. Let me see if I can add a new source. Capture sources. Window capture. Is that it? Goes with browsers, that one. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. I'll just see if I can help you out. Right, we'll just go with a display capture. That would be easy enough, won't it? We'll add that. Display capture. There we go. Automatic auto. Yep, that's fine. Right. See if this is working. Yeah, that's working. Right, cool. So Odyssey Materials Helper. Really powerful tool. If you've not used it yet, I highly recommend getting it, because it can be. I found out that years ago, but it pretty much does everything. It's had a lot of updates on here, so you got all your engineers and stuff like that. And the good thing with it is like, for instance, Domino Green here. Whereas the actual UI in game doesn't tell you specifically what modules they will and what upgrades they'll do. This does. So for suits, she'll do enhanced tracking, extra backpack capacity, and reduced tool battery consumption and things like that. I've not done any of the engineering for stuff like for the for things like that yet, for the suits. But yeah, like Eva Martok here, core internal, she's got frame shift drive and thrusters. And she'll also do optional internals, and then you can click on these here and work out, right, so what do I want for my FSD? I want an increased FSD range, and it tells you what materials are required for each grade and the experimental effects. Deep charge, strip down, whatever I want. Just very handy to have. But in terms of materials, it shows you exactly what materials you've got in your inventory, and if you need to go find some new materials, for instance, so let's pick Tellurium here, hover over it, it tells you where your closest trader is and where you can find them. So you can find them on Braintrees, on the Body 3A in the Sinufe system, or this is where I went, Body C3B in the HIP 36601. And also, if you're looking at your materials and you want to know what recipes that material is actually used for, click this little drop down menu and it tells you what actually uses that material, which is very, very handy, very user friendly. And one of the things I also like about it is, for instance, we'll do this now because this is what I actually need to do, but let's see, where did I need to go? I was on a wish list, wasn't I? Right, so I've already got the large, so going for medium. So yeah, closest technology broker, 11 light years away, dead easy. If you click on the hyperlink, it copies it to clipboard straight away. so then you can just quite easily move it straight over into game, which I'll do now. So I'll just close down the window capture. So now we're back in game capture. So yeah, I just hold up to the top here, Control V. There we go. Look at that. Literally takes half a second, and it's just so much easier. It's a good tool to use. It doesn't replace things like Inara, but it's also native to desktop, so you don't have to have an extra browser window open or anything like that. It's native to your computer. You can link up your Commander profile with it. It just works so well, and it's an indispensable tool for me. So yeah, if you haven't got it yet, check it out. I'm sure it's probably old news at this point, but who knows, maybe a couple of you are
Detachment complete.
new to the game
On
and
exit.
could use that information. So we're only one jump away from... Oh, I fucked up. I've gone to the technology broker and not where I need to get the material from. Give me 1 second. Just do the same thing again. So it's power converters I need, isn't it? So pen run. This one I have to type in because I think this is something that it doesn't do yet. Is for whatever reason that commodity, maybe it changes so often, I don't know. Per run. There we go. That's where I need to go. I need to go there first, and then I need to go to the technology broker. So like 2 jumps away, be fine. So yeah, all in all, very handy tool, but
Fuel scoop. Fuel scoop disengaged.
I'm absolutely all for weapon balancing in this game, but it is occasionally fun to have a weapon that just kicks ass. I remember when I first got the when the Guardian modules first released. I think I only unlocked the plasma charger from the Guardian weapons, but oh my god, was that overpowered.
Fuel scooping.
Right, where do I need to go in this system?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I'll recognise it when I see it. There it is. Shukar Dock. And it would be behind me, wouldn't it? So I've still got 2 weeks, 4 days to finish my port construction as well. Easily doable. I do kind of want to get into doing a little bit more of a community goal as well. I think a second community goal is just launched of kill pirates. We might do some of that later, actually. Yeah, I'm still top 25% for that. Pretty sure this style station is the one that I've inadvertently picked for my primary port in my system. Just thought it looked cool. I didn't really read the stats on it or anything like that, but it actually turns out to be the most expensive one to build. But you know, go big or go home.
A landing pad has been reserved for your arrival. The Alliance welcomes you, Commander. Landing permitted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 4-5.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
To do that. This is why I hate the controller scheme sometimes. Right, which one are we on? 4 or 5? Go to do one thing, especially when it's like dropping landing gear or turning the lights on. And if I do it too quick, it registers a button press for the booster before anything else. As soon as I hear that charge up, I'm like, oh fuck.
On deck. Initiate system shutdown. Happy to have you, Commander.
I think I recovered it pretty well though. Right, so commodities market, and then we'll go to machinery, and it is the power converter. We need 8 more of them. I'm pretty sure I need 10 in total. There we go. Power converter. Is it the power converter? Oop, pressed the wrong button. Pretty sure it's power converters, wasn't it? Yeah, power converter. Cool. So now we'll plot a course back to the system with the technology broker. Go. A rescue megaship.
Landing gear
Ship
retracted.
released. Regulate your speed when exiting the docking bay.
I just fly full throttle. Should be the other side of the planet. Yeah, controller scheme is convenient for those who want to use a controller, but absolutely you can get so much more out of using a HOTAS.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh yeah, I did fit a fuel scoop to this as well. It's only a small one, but it was something I omitted at one point. And then suddenly realised, yeah, fuel scoop is kind of something I'm gonna need. If I use this ship for any length of time away from my carrier, which I am pretty much doing. I haven't been back to the carrier in 3 or 4 days. We'll go back today though and start transferring the ships back over. To the stored modules. I like to have my stored modules and things on the carrier. Right, so where was the technology broker here? Let's have a look. Spirit of Lapes, something like that. Let's have a look. Fleet carriers. So should come up straight away. Spirit of the Apes. This is a mega ship. Yeah, I was watching Red Eye's stream yesterday, and I have to agree with him that Frontier really needs to do something about this UI, because it's getting cluttered. It was alright when they designed it and released it. For the amount of information that was on screen at that time, it wasn't too bad. In fact, it was quite intuitive, and especially when using it with a head tracking device, it was actually pretty easy to use. But now, it's just so ridiculous. Right, so this planet's going to have rings, isn't it? Yeah, it's got rings, so I need to kind of be careful. Well, is it on this side of the rings? We'll see. Kind of a pretty cool place to moor a carrier. I'm going straight past this, aren't I?
Hull integrity compromised.
To it. Yeah, they need to do something about the UI, I think. If we just take a small little jump.
Engage.
Because it's very cluttered in pretty much every menu now.
Docking request granted.
Okay, so where's my landing pad? There it is. I don't think I've ever docked with a mega ship like this before.
Warning. Landing gear not deployed.
Yes, I know it's not deployed. Thank you very much for reminding me.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, I've never docked with a mega ship like this before, I don't think. These were an addition to the game after I stopped playing for about a year or two.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
So be in contacts, won't we? Technology. That's the next thing I'm getting. The V1 FSD. I've also got most of the materials for that. I just need to. Right, come on. There it is. Right, so we wanted the Class 2 shot cannons gimbaled. There we go. Unlock. Thank you. So now I can fit those. Engineered Seeker missile rack. Light rate, high capacity. Thermal cascade. I only need 10 osmium. And some proto-radiolic alloys. So one of them will be raw material, won't they? And the other one will be manufactured. Let me have a look at the materials list. So osmium, 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 osmium. Maybe not. Is it a commodity? Yeah, it's a commodity. So I have to mine osmium. Or is it produced in a mining? Okay. So there's osmium I need. Only need 10 of them. That's not too bad. And then the other one was protovoltaics, wasn't it? Proto-radiolic alloys. So that, I would imagine, will be a manufactured. Proto-radiolic alloys. I've got 3 of them. Where to find high-grade emissions in high population stations with a state of boom or expansion, higher chance in alliance or independent systems. So grade 4 material. So I'd need to go to do some scouting in some systems like that. So I might do that next stream and go on the scout out for some proto-radiolic alloys. I've already got 3, so how many do we need? 16, so no, it's not too bad. We might unlock that and give that a go and see what that's all about. Enzyme missiles. They're more anti-Fargoid, aren't they? Have I not just unlocked that? Or is this a glitch with that? So look at the outfitting. I'm assuming I can fit them here. Or am I going to have half power go back to Shenrata? Yeah, 2D's shotguns. Okay. So armor piercing goes. So they have the same ammo clip size. That's pretty cool. Same ammo clip. Slightly lower power draw. Thermal load is a little bit lower. Almost half the distributor draw. That's pretty good. For a reduction of basically less than 5 points of damage. They're also lighter. You have the same range. A little bit less armor piercing. Huh. That could be interesting. Okay, so oh, the class 2s look cooler. Let's fit 2 of them. Means we've got one plasma accelerator under there. I'm gonna swap you. Oh, can't, can you? Because that's another class 2 slot. Right, let's go back to Shinrata first, and then we'll work out the weapon placements. Because unless these guys have they got plasma accelerators here? Let's see, behind store modules, beam lasers, burst lasers, cannons, multi cannons, plasma accelerators. Yeah, they do. But I can only buy back. I can buy a 3, and I can buy back my 2s. So yeah, actually, yeah, we could do the outfit in here. So So I want you guys to be plasma accelerators. Make you class 3s. So 2 class 3 plasma accelerators. We're going to keep you as a class 3 shock cannon. Do we just go with the 2 plasma accelerators and do 2 class 3, do a 3 class 2s and 1 class 3, or... Thermal load 66.4. If we turned you into a shock cannon, what would that do to our thermal load? It'd make it better and increase our DPS quite significantly. I mean, I don't really ever get... Yeah, let's turn you into a shock cannon. Yeah, so we've got all class 2 shock cannons, 2 class 3 plasma accelerators, and a class 3 shock cannon as well. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll give that a go, see how that goes. Right, set the fire groups now. So I wanted all the shock cannons to be on my main trigger, didn't I? I'll leave them on there. So yeah, all the shock cannons are on the main trigger now. Plasma accelerators are on the secondary. Yeah. Cool. Let's give that a try.
Ship released. Engines
I can
engaged.
disembark. I did not know that. Does this have an internal place? fly away from it, get another docking permission in.
Docking request granted.
Sorry, I know this is just digressing a little bit. I just generally have never actually docked with one of these style of mega ships before. I'm just intrigued. Looks like it has a large landing pad as well. I assumed there wouldn't be a Space Legs interior for this.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
So I just want to quickly explore before I go shoot things. Interesting.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Interesting. Just interested to see if it's a unique interior, whether it's a like the standard fleet carrier style one. It is a unique interior. Ah, interesting. So it pretty much doubles as a starport. You know, this guy's had too much to drink, and get out, you bad. Escape pods. Ooh.
Hi.
If you want to buy from someone who knows their stuff, give me a shout if you have any questions. Good idea. Make sure you've got the right suit for the job.
Interesting. Pretty engineered.
None of these guns will let you down.
Aside from the fact that only one of them's got any sort of engineering. Interesting.
Maybe next time.
I doubt it. There's no Vista Genomics on here though, I've seen. Also looks like none of the NPCs are actually offering missions. So there's Frontline Solutions, there's the Apex Interstellar. But yeah, no Vista Genomics. Okay, so that's good to know. I had no idea they had interiors. Yeah, sorry about that, I just wanted to explore for a second there. I just genuinely thought that they had no interiors and they were just literally dockable for the UI elements, and that's it. It's quite surprising. Right. Let's get out of here. See if there's anything to shoot at in this system while we're here. Either that or it's only a jump back to Shinrata, so it's not a big deal. And I was going to do some cargo hauling towards the end of the stream, but I think, to be quite honest, I might just sack it off today. Just get out of the no-fire zone. Just see what. There we go. So, quite hard points there. Not too bad. Interesting. Right, let's get out of here, see what we can find to shoot at for a few minutes. And I think I'll start heading back to my carrier. If this build's decent enough, I'll head back to my carrier and then we'll, conflict zone. Or do we go for a Hazardous? Oh, fuck it, why don't we go for a conflict zone? We'll just go fly right past it. Battlestar Galactica. Naming conventions of your ships in that regard, naming them after your favourite sci-fi TV show, was fun at the start, but when everyone started doing it, I see so many USS Enterprise, USS Voyager, Defiance and stuff. I just couldn't be arsed with it. Right, so I think it's in here, isn't it?
Have you on the team, Commander?
Goodbye.
You're on a roll, Commander.
I only killed one ship. Took me long enough to do that as well. It's a nice trade-off balance of them being effective versus the heat generation. Well, heat generation's still very much a problem.
Shields online.
Try and get as close as possible to these guys before you can shoot. That seems to do the trick. I don't really care.
Shields offline.
We are low on ammo.
Under attack.
Nice work, Ace. I'm starting to think we can win this thing.
A bit easier to fire the plasma cannons now that where they're mounted on the hull. Boop.
Target shields online. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Keep going, Commander.
Under attack. Taking damage.
So it's out here. That was a bit of a lag spike.
Engage.
So all in all, pretty impressed with the effectiveness of it. No, don't want to do that. That's another mega ship, isn't it? I mean, if you were to have just all shock cannons, I can imagine it'd be hyper effective. But heat generation would be through the roof.
Integrity compromised.
That was stupid. Yeah, heat generation would be through the roof, and your ammo capacity is the issue. It is kind of a shame you can't. Well, I suppose it's a balancing thing. If you can't engineer them, because otherwise you would make them overpowered. If they had a high ammo capacity, you'd definitely kick ass. Right. I was just gonna go and should I? Shouldn't I? Yeah, we will just go and rearm, refuel, repair, pick up our combat bombs, and then we'll head over to return back to the Edward Roach. And I think I'll end the stream there for today. Achieve what I wanted to achieve. Because yeah, I think I might go and outfit the Panther with some of these shock units, because I think they are pretty effective. And ultimately, I don't intend to be doing much combat in the Panther, but it'd be nice to have something to give a bit of bite back to anyone who decides to fuck with me. By no means is this going to be effective for PvP, but you know, a bit of PvE. If I get interdicted by a AI pirate, I'll have a nasty surprise waiting for him. Definitely have to be gimbal variants on the
Docking successful.
Panther as well, because certainly is so shocking. I don't think you get a chance to. Can I pick up the bounty vouchers here? Yes, I can. Let's do. That was cool. Cool. Right. Set a course back to the carrier. $125 light years. 3 jumps, not too bad. Yeah, that's why I fitted a fuel scoop, because I wasn't able to do any kind of like neutron star scoops, which got a little bit annoying.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Oh, I'm gonna have to scoop the star in this system, aren't I? Just gonna lock that stuff quickly.
Warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. 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 Frame shift drive supercharged.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. The amount of things in this system. 50 lighters. It's taking me all day to scroll through all that. So what I'm saying is there needs to be some UI optimization now. Just general quality of life things in this game is just... Yeah, we're releasing a new mining ship. I don't care. Can we just fix some of the UI elements, please? Or some of the glitches that have been in this game for fucking ever? We do those things first, then I'll be interested in your ships. I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I bought the Panther Clipper, I know. But... fucking hell, I just got back into this game since
Frame shift
forever.
drive operating beyond safety limits. Frame shift drive supercharged.
If I'd have known now what I know, if I'd have known then what I know now, they wouldn't have got a penny from me. I assumed after being away from the game for a few years, there'd have been some of these things that have been fixed. But they haven't. Which is quite disappointing, and quite honestly, if there was any other game that was on the same scale as Elite Dangerous and the same amount of freedom, I think I'd be jumping ship. It's literally the main thing this game's got going for it at the moment. It's the scale of it, and the amount of freedom the player has to do what they want.
Warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frame shift drive supercharged.
I honestly thought that was a lot further away than it was. Nearly 2 o'clock. Start thinking about doing some lunch.
You are welcome at this carrier, Commander. Let us know if you're looking to dock. Permission granted. We look forward to welcoming you to our carrier.
Landing gear deployed.
Contact confirmed. Clamps engaged. Happy to have you, Commander.
Right, well, thank you for joining me on this little bit journey of exploration. Yeah, next stream, I'll decide what to do next time. Probably will include a little bit of hauling next time. Might even get involved in some of the community goal again. I do want to kind of do some more before it all expires. Probably not going to end up increasing my rank in it, but certainly get a little bit of extra cash is always appreciated. But yeah, so appreciate you all